10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, after the COVID crisis is over. This is the city of Plymouth. This was sent to me by one of our viewers here. They've spray painted COVID stencils to keep apart all over town. Literally every bit of the pavement around the city of Plymouth has got these, plus these colorful stickers. These are more child-friendly, so these are everywhere basically in town. They just appeared in the last 2 weeks. So you didn't see any of this in March during the peak of the COVID crisis, or April in the peak of the COVID crisis, or the beginning of May when it was tailing off. And here we are in June when it's basically over, and they're ramping out all of this signage and have basically spray painted every bit of pavement in the city. Here's another look there. And interestingly, you can see up here in the corner, that's a permanent sign, Mike. These look like metallic signs. They're not designed to go anywhere soon. These aren't temporary signs. But imagine the environment around the city, Mike, where you've got everywhere you turn are these sort of COVID psychological triggers everywhere. And so here's a close-up of that sign, COVID-19, keep apart. Okay, we've already told you, even the top scientists in the country are saying there's no argument, scientific basis for social distancing. And that was back in April. And here they're now rolling out all of these social engineering COVID programs here. And this is going into the main shopping center, Mike, at Drake Circus. And now you can see it looks like a giant nightclub. They've got barriers around the middle. You can only go in one side, out the other. And you can see you're greeted there with all these instructional bollards with instructions about how to be on guard for COVID, etc. There's the, you can see the spray painted graffiti is there too. They haven't missed any spots around town. There's a close-up of that in one side, of course, out the other. You have to comply as well because there are security guards, Mike, to make sure that you are not going through the wrong door when you shouldn't be. This has all come in the last week, okay? And on the ground, every 10 feet, every few meters, no waiting, you must keep moving. And there's a little clock there, Mike, you can see with a Ghostbusters sign in there, just for people who don't understand what no waiting means. They've made it really child-friendly there. So, and again, this is the safety bollards here. And in contactless payments, there you go, promoting the cashless society and avoid groups, they're saying. Keep your distance, wash your hands, avoid shaking hands with people, close contact. You can see that's now verboten as well. So all of this is happening, and yet we're seeing stories like this just last week saying 1 meter is enough. So the confusion on social distancing in the internal dialogue of this bizarre world of COVID, there's no consensus. They can't even make up their mind whether it's 2 meters, 1.5, or 1 meter.
But the key point here, Patrick, which I think you've made extremely well, is that we are supposed to be coming out of lockdown at this stage. The pandemic is supposed to be over or nearly over, but this signage is new.
Yes.
It's new. It's clearly here to stay. And so the new normal is being rolled out in front of our eyes.
Whether it's needed or not.
Whether it's needed or not. Absolutely. And really, people should be asking lots and lots of questions at this point, and we should be challenging MPs to give serious answers to why this is happening.
Is this necessary? And on what risk is it based on? What is the risk assessment for COVID-19? Where does it compare with something like, say, the seasonal flu or tuberculosis or something else? Is it really fatal? Is it really deadly? Does it really affect the entire population? Or does it only affect a specific demographic that should be given special treatment and care for?
And the irony here, Patrick, is that the owners of Drake Circus, the shopping centre, the owners of all the stores inside that shopping centre have bought into this narrative to such a degree that they're effectively committing mass suicide. As businesses economically, yeah. Yes, because they are not going to get the footfall through their shops that they require to meet the rent payments. On a medium, even a short-term basis, even assuming that they survive the last 3 months of absolute lockdown, they are going to go out of business very, very quickly.